AITA for choosing my sister over my mom to get custody of my son after I pass away in 3 weeks. I am a 30 female, single parent, husband passed away in 2022, and I have a son who is 4 years old. I've been battling with a heart disease for over a year and unfortunately, it has gotten pretty worse over the last few months. I've been through surgeries and medications and nothing seemed to help. It's now terminal. A few weeks ago, my doctor told me I had 6 weeks left. I'm still terrified. I'm also really worried about my son and who gets custody of him after I pass away. The closest family members I have are my sister, 28 female, and my mom, 58 female. I had to choose between both of them. My sister just got done with college. She just started at a new job, so she isn't financially stable yet, but she's a really kind person. My mom, on the other hand, got remarried in 2018 and is more financially stable, but we've been kind of distant since my dad passed away. I've talked to both of them about it, and they were both pretty open to having custody of my son. My mom especially was interested. She and my stepdad actually talked about adoption last year since they have no kids of their own. But I want the best for my son. I didn't know much about my parents, mom and stepdad's lifestyle, so I thought we'd go visit them for a few days and decide if they're the kind of parents I would consider for my son. I told them my son and I would be coming over for a 4-day visit, and they were pretty okay with it. During our visit, I found out that my stepdad was an alcoholic, and he and my mom argued a lot. My stepdad was a friendly guy, but he was a totally different person when drunk. Overall, I knew their home wasn't the kind of place I'd want my son to grow up in. Before we left, I told my mom that I'd prefer my sister to get custody of my son. My mom wasn't happy about it. She tried to get me to change my mind, but I stuck to my decision. My sister is a kind and upright person. She's still single, but I can trust her to make a good choice when she chooses to have a partner. So my son would be okay with her. I have a life insurance that'll support my son, so it'll ease off the financial burden. It's not much, but at least it can get my son through a couple of years before my sister becomes financially stable. I had to quit working 2 months ago because I had gotten really sick. Right now I'm just trying to make the best use of the time I have, spending as much time as I can with my son and creating memories. I want to mend my relationship with everyone. Unfortunately, my mom is holding a grudge against me. She's still unhappy that I chose my sister over her. I'll probably reach out to her and try to get her to understand. But I wonder if I'm wrong for choosing my sister to have custody of my son. AITA, NTA. It's your responsibility to make sure your son will be in a safe place. It's also the choice which ease your mind. Your mother should took the time left to be there for you and lesser your burden, not creating new because she can't have her way. Don't feel sorry. Your kid deserves the best choice, and your sister seems to be that. Also, she's young and could manage a young child while your mother will age sooner, and it can be a challenge to grow old while having a child to raise. Also, big no for having an alcoholic raising him. Take care of you and your son. On to story 2. AITA for spotting a girl at the gym while my GF was there. I am 20, my GF is 23, and we started dating this 5 months ago. We usually work out together, but she was running late from class, so I started without her. While there, I noticed a girl struggling with her squat form as her knees were bending in unevenly, and her back wasn't straight, so I gave her a tip to avoid injury. After that, I went back to my routine. A few minutes later, she asked me to spot her for a heavy set. Since the gym was literally empty other than us, I agreed, thinking it was just common sense to help someone lifting heavy. I was standing pretty close to her to make sure she wouldn't get hurt, and we ended up chatting a little after the set. I made a few jokes about her form, which made her laugh, but I didn't think much of it as it felt like a normal gym interaction. However, my GF arrived right at the time and saw us like that. She didn't say anything at the time, but later, she was really upset. She told me it looked like I was being too friendly and that helping her with her form and spotting her like that when she wasn't there crossed a line. She also said I shouldn't be that close to another girl in the gym, especially while joking around. I tried explaining that I was just helping someone and didn't think it was inappropriate, but she's still mad about it. NTA. But do you think it would be okay for you to walk into your girlfriend being very friendly and helpful with another guy while you weren't there? If you are, then you may reconsider your relationship, as there seems to be vastly different boundaries. If you stay in this relationship without negotiating this issue, you may feel very trapped and controlled, and she will constantly feel undervalued too. On to story 3. AITA for not giving my daughter money to buy food since she won't talk to the college desk to fix her food card. So, my daughter recently started college in person and part of her expenses is covered by a meal plan. She is 19 and her first year of college was commuting because of her anxiety. She decided to go to college in person this year and is staying in the dorms. The problem is her food card isn't working. It's something that can easily be fixed by contacting the college dining services, but she refuses to go talk to them. She needs to get a new one since this one is bent. My daughter has pretty bad anxiety, especially around making phone calls and talking to people in authority. I've told her repeatedly that all she needs to do is go to the dining services office, but she won't do it. As a result, she's been skipping meals and calling me, upset that she's hungry. I have expressed multiple times that she needs to handle this and go talk to the people. I've refused to step in and handle it for her. I got a call today asking me to give her some money to buy food at Walmart. I told her no and told her to go talk to the people. This resulted in an argument and she thinks I am being a huge asshole. My spouse thinks I'm being too harsh and send money or fix it for her. NTA. A college degree won't matter if your daughter can't manage very minor confrontations. If she can't talk to somebody at a desk, I wouldn't waste tuition money on her, let alone give her extra food money.